Snuffy, Snuffy, brown and fluffy, she's so fine, and a friend of mine she is. Snuffy, Snuffy, Sniffy, Snuffy, play with me, we will run the whole day through. How I love to play with you. Snuffy's Puppies. Snuffy is a little brown dog. One day she is so quiet and still, her mistress thinks something is wrong. What is it, Snuffy? We'll take you to the vet. He will know what the matter is. The vet smiles. Snuffy is very well. Soon she will have some puppies. Everyone is very glad. Snuffy is very hungry. She has extra food to help her stay strong and healthy. 9 weeks later, in the middle of the night, what do you think happens? Start counting. 1, 2, 3 little brown puppies are born. They are so new, their eyes have not yet opened. But they are hungry already. Snuffy lies on her side to let her babies feed on her milk. Soon they can walk a little bit, but sometimes they bump and fall down. Their eyes are still closed. When they are 3 weeks old, they can open their eyes and see. Now they are ready to play. Snuffy has a lot to teach them. The little pups learn to go outside for certain things. The puppies have their own dishes, just like their mothers. They always lick their dishes clean and grow bigger each day. Snuffy likes to watch her little family. She thinks, what fine puppies I have, the best ones in the world. Snuffy, Snuffy, brown and fluffy, she's so fine, and a friend of mine she is. Snuffy, Snuffy, Sniffy, Snuffy, play with me, we will run the whole day through. How I love to play with you. Snuffy and the fire. One day, Snuffy, the small brown dog, woke up suddenly from her doze on the lawn. Her nice cold nose could smell something burning. Sniff, 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 sniff. "That's not bonfire smoke," she said. She followed her nose out of the garden, up the road, and then she stopped. Black smoke was pouring out of the window of a yellow house with a red roof. Snuffy was very worried. "What can I do?" she thought. "I must get help quickly." She ran to the fire station. She thumped on the door with her front paws. "What's the matter, Snuffy?" asked the friendly fireman. "The yellow house is on fire. Follow me," said Snuffy. In no time at all, the fire engine was on its way. There was a huge cloud of black smoke over the yellow house. "Hurry, hurry!" cried Snuffy. "Leave it to us," said the fireman. Quickly they rolled out the hose and turned on the water. Splish, splash, splish! The water put out all the flames. The yellow house was very wet. The curtains were wet, the carpets were wet, but the fire was out. The fireman said, "Snuffy, you are a very clever dog. You saved the yellow house. We must give you a reward." The firemen made Snuffy the fire brigade's mascot. From that time on, Snuffy carefully sniffed every house she passed to be sure there was no sign of smoke. She wanted to be sure she was a proper firehouse dog. You can help Snuffy too, if you always watch out for fire. Snuffy may not always be there to help.
Here comes Puppy, my friend Puppy, happy Puppy Pig. She the one who always works so hard in her house and garden too. So let's watch Puppy, jolly plumpy Puppy, hippy hoppy Puppy Pig.
Puppy Pig's Garden. One fine day, Puppy Pig came out for air and thought, "My garden needs some work. It's a mess out there." The grass was very much too high. So Puppy pushed the mower back and forth, until all the high grass was cut. "Now it must be raked," she said, and carried away to dry. It was hard work, but Puppy didn't mind. She was not so big, but she was strong. Then she watered all her plants, and she thought, "My garden still needs more. I will need to buy some new flowers." Just then, little Posie came to visit. Puppy was happy to see her. I was just about to go shopping for some new flowers, she said. Would you like to go with me? Oh, yes, said Posie. She was so happy she did a little dance. So off they went to market, and they were thinking about which flowers they would buy. Finally, they decided to buy some blue ones. And little Posie helped to dig little holes and put them into the ground. You did a good job, Posie, said Poppy Pig. Then Poppy worked to clip the hedge. She tried to make it nice and straight. She clipped it evenly from edge to edge. I'll rake the leaves, said little Posie, and she worked so hard to get each leaf that Poppy said, You'll soon be very hungry. Just then, she saw 2 apples on the ground, round and red. One for each of us, she said. They sat to rest and ate the sweet apples, and Poppy thanked her little niece for helping to make her garden neat. Farmer John. One fine spring day, Farmer John went out to sow some seeds. He walked up and down, scattering them this way and that. But high over the trees flew some hungry birds. They saw Farmer John and thought how good the seeds would taste. The birds swooped down on Farmer John's garden. Peck, 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 peck. All the seeds were eaten up. Farmer John was very angry. He waved his arms and shouted, Go away, you horrible birds. Those are my seeds. Flap, flap, flap. The birds flew off into the sky. The seeds were very good. The birds said, When Farmer John goes home, we'll get some more. But Farmer John didn't go home. He fetched a long stick, a tall broom, an old coat, and a bright red scarf. I'll show those birds a trick or two, he said. He stuck the broom in the ground and fixed the stick across it. He put the old coat and the bright red scarf around them. In no time at all, he had made a scarecrow. It looked so much like a real man that the birds were scared. They flapped and fluttered and flew off into the sky. They didn't dare eat any more of Farmer John's seeds. The sun shone and the rain watered the ground. The seeds grew into beautiful blue flowers. But that wasn't all. Farmer John fetched some wood and some nails. Bang, bang, bang. What could he be making? It was a bird table. Now the birds could eat the seeds that Farmer John gave them and not be scared away. Farmer John was happy. Now the birds are my friends. I shall sit in the sun and watch them eat, he said. And I shall enjoy my flowers too.